Hello all, right, I've done another presentation in Downing Street, though not the Downing Street in London, but Downing Street in Cambridge, going at approximately the speed of the car behind me, as I tend to do every now and again. So lots of discussion going on here. I've just been presenting at this S3 event. I was just going to recap a little piece about what I discussed in one of the previous vlogs that didn't quite work out the way we planned. So we've been having a number of meetings around the country, been meeting with a number of different business partners, talking about lots of different topics, lots of different areas covered, but including those of PowerAI. So the little bits that go on in my life after all in the sort of AI machine learning kind of space is that on a Sunday night the fun activity that I tend to end up being involved in is sorting out all the washing for the family and sorting all that out, and I'm quite looking forward to the idea, although it probably is only an idea, of maybe looking at the Laundroid, which is a machine, a robot that uses machine learning and also image recognition to be able to detect whose clothes are whose and fold them and sort them all out. Can only do about 30 items at the moment and takes about 3 or 4 hours to do it, and therefore it doesn't really work to the scale that my family created this bottom sittings, but it's still a nice idea and is actually a real world application taking place at the moment. We also have other areas, so we've been looking at, I may have to change my car, although unlikely to be the Laundriod SSC behind me. I may have to change my car at some point this year and be able to explore that, and one thing that would be really very cool is if I might be able to look at the Tesla kind of world. And we had a little look at the page that describes how, again, machine learning and also the GPUs from NVIDIA are being used within the Tesla vehicles to be able to actually detect the objects in the road and objects out the road, but actually just safely drive along. Also, the music as the video plays is very reminiscent of Benny Hill, which always made us chuckle. So, as I say, just presented to another customer involving PowerAI, involving the elements about the fact that we can do with NVLink, and in many of the meetings we've been having in previous weeks, we've been doing a little bit of a reset of expectations of the scale that might be involved with PowerAI, that many of the business partners we've been working with had the sort of perception that they bundle PowerAI in with HPC, that you need to be very, very specialist skills that you probably need to be able to do this. Of course, it doesn't need to be racks and racks and racks of servers for PowerAI. Could just be single box, could actually be the sort of thing where there is a demo that we're going to look at and see if we can actually make work with using the process of identifying dog breeds, and we're going to be exploring that fairly shortly. More work on that shortly, and probably moving at the usual pace. Okay, speak to you again soon. Cheers, bye now.